Between these iconic hedges, the field where some of college football's greats have called home. Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia, where these fans are ready to turn the dogs loose. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Vols will kick it away to start us off. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So Georgia's offense will take the first swing of the game. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred. Because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking for a man, it's Stevenson. Moves away as he feels pressure. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
And not the optimum setup to try to salvage the opening drive with a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's right on target.
You know, I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, 3rd and long, you're going to have to push the ball downfield a little bit more. You got to throw to the sticks and give yourself a chance to convert these 3rd downs.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Looking for a block. It's Massey. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, Tennessee! The whole thought process is just get the ball back, and what will we do on offense? And the special teams takes care of that.
What a great job by the special teams unit, making a big-time play. Listen, the offense was going to get the ball, Reese. Yeah, I get you, but they got this taken care of. Take the punt return, make a few guys miss, take it all the way to the house. Really good execution on that punt return.
Lining up for the PAT. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. The kickoff team is out there after that last punt return for a touchdown. Let's see if we get another big special teams play. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
That last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Caught in the backfield, it's Sampson. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Runs for the tackle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And running backs who can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really also tests the linebackers' coverage ability and those DBs tackling the ball.
Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. And the Bulldogs are on the move. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Big loss on the last play threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. Oh, it's a reverse. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights.
And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. The Volunteers offense will get the ball for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And he was virtually unblockable on that play. You know, it reminds me of seeing the highlights of my partner here, David Pollock, a guy that doesn't like to talk about his own greatness, so I'll do it for him. David raised the bar in the standard for D-line play at the University of Georgia. It was his athleticism. It was his tenacity. He wasn't just getting sacks and tackles for losses. He was picking off passes and taking them to the house. He was like the honey badger before the honey badger, but playing D-line. All-time.
Fast motion from the offense. The give on the inside. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Offense in a split backfield. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the first down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now the OC's like, don't worry about it. New set of downs, nice execution by this offense.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Going for 6. Touchdown, Dogs! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
PAT unit on the field. Splits those uprights right in half. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. First down for this offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Safe completion on the screen. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. First down here for the offense. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Had to throw it before he wanted. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna run it. It's Sampson. Still on his feet at the 45. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Pulls it and fires to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Went to the running game on first down, now here they come again. Off the RPO, complete. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
And it's no good. He missed it. And here in the second quarter, we remain all knotted up. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. To the ground to try to pick up the first. At the 40, there he goes! What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
And the Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid off for them.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to run for it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. The Volunteers have it with a 1st and goal. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Wide receiver's going to get a shot at it on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Vols!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable top 25 clash. LSU managed to eke out the victory in a tighter than expected one. Don't blame the gumbo there in Baton Rouge this week. These Tigers are to blame for this one being this close. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Looking downfield, it's Stevenson. Makes a connection. Oh, better look out. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. Makes his connection. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense and you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
Listen, a lot of time, tips and deflections are because you got great eyes and vision on the quarterback. You see him release the football, you break on it, you tip that thing, and make sure the receiver can't get it.
Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on third down. Pocket starts to collapse. Another incompletion on third down.
Really nice job by the defense. The offense has the whole playbook open to them on third and short. They try to slip in the screen. Did not fool the defense at all. Nice stop by the defense.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And, David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Pushes toward the goal line. Touchdown Volunteers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They scored fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And here's the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Just 9 seconds to play here in the half. Let's see if they come out guns a-blazing. They'll give it to the back. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. I'm not really sure what the thought process here is other than just trying to troll them by not running a play. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Caught over the middle. It's Massey. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And this big orange offense getting it done in the passing game.
And great execution by the quarterback. And when you think about Tennessee offense, man, when they got their trigger man, and they've had some great ones, Peyton Manning, T. Martin, Hendon Hooker had an unbelievable run. They find that guy, man, their offenses have been so hard to stop.
Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. He's going to run it. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, to get down and don't take a big hit.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Got room at the 35. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. Right back to the well. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. He's going to take off. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. It is getting loud as this crowd tries to help its defense.
And these guys aren't human either. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that fit.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great, but they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Gonna run it. It's Winston.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game, running the football.
Got his man quickly. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Using the quick game. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down.
Touchdown ball! And the punishment has been extended.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Oklahoma rolled to a victory, and after putting up this kind of win, there has to be some Heisman buzz around a program that produced 4 winners of the award between 2003 and 2018. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Solid gain to get them out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Using his legs, it's Sampson. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run. Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to throw, it's Stevenson. And the ball is picked off. He'll try to take it back. A big turnover here for the defense to end the quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Tennessee ready to go to work, the Big Orange offense on the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly good.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Volunteers! And the beatdown has ensued. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
And the extra point is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The returner will field it and bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Wants to throw on first down. They're bringing nowhere to go. The ball's loose. The defense scoops it up, and they're bringing it back. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Tennessee. Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. You know, the defense is all about stopping teams, but when you have a chance to swing momentum, scoop it and score yourself, it is such a huge play.
Yeah, you just go over to the offense and be like, bro, we don't need you today. We got this. We'll score ourselves if we have to. Great job by the defense doing what they need to do, and then go talk a little trash to the offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. The scoop and score. What a... gift to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. They're lining up to kick it away, and that defense salivating after getting the scoop and score. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Buys a little time with his feet. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense. Get him to the ground for no gain.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Finds the tight end. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Georgia sends out the punt team. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Looking for a productive play on first down. They want that clock to run. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he gets a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch. As you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
No good. Guys, after this dominating performance, I guess the head coach wanted to be able to yell at the special teams coordinator.
Man, that kicker came inches away from hitting a PB. That thing almost cleared the crossbar. Wow.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
Pressure coming. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Slips through the line. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown Vols.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Colorado steamrolled its way to victory today. They scored off turnovers, they scored on gadget plays, an all-around masterpiece that'll give the folks in Boulder a ton of confidence. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. That's reeled in. It's Sampson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Gets the toe down, but didn't go forward at all.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Fires to the wideout. And the pass is intercepted. Touchdown, Volunteers. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Stevenson. And here's the third interception of the night. Couldn't find much room on the return, but what a costly miscue, and they've got it at the 26-yard line.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. From the shotgun, they'll run it. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you could tell they're starting to get in a groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.